Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Herders. My name is Nick.
I'm Rich.
Today we're talking about what we've been up to.
Mm-hmm.
We've been up to drinking this beer.
Yeah. Got a blueberry maple stout
Blueberry maple stout.
Saugatuck Brewing Co.
Woo!
It's pretty good.
Backwoods Brewers.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. We talked more about it earlier in the week. You should watch every episode.
Yeah.
All right, well, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot.
Oh.
I've been up to two things, one of which I'm going to go into a lot of detail about. I've been catching up more on Dragon Ball Super. That's all I'm going to say on that because I know you hate hearing about that. But no, I did start playing a game.
Well, you're not gonna talk about it at all?
I mean,
Should people watch it?
Yeah, it's good. I have a couple issues with just the animation. I think the animation looks really bad and inconsistent.
They rushing it?
Yeah, it looks like anime is usually cheap looking, but I mean this.
Sometimes it's awesome looking though. Sometimes I look at anime and I'm like, if American cartoon shows spent half the time these people took, and sometimes
But I mean, like some of these bigger shows like Dragon Ball or One Piece, or they're pumping these things out and they're really inconsistent with this.
Yeah. Definitely, in some ways, that's an outdated model. Like, we used to do that shit. Like, there's the first season of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is like 82 friggin' episodes long. It's like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
But, like, it's weird because they'll flash back to things in the last series in Z. And sometimes it will be the images and the animations that they use. Like, it'll just be actually a short clip of that. And sometimes they'll reanimate something. And I'm like, no.
Well, it's weird to either do one or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
But I mean, the story's good. It's interesting. I like kind of where they're going with it. I just wish it looked a little bit better.
Okay. Hopefully, we have this episode for you.
Yeah,
that thing sounds like it's
gonna blow. But I started playing. Well, I didn't start playing. I played a little bit of the demo for Nioh, however you say it. That samurai, Dark Souls-y.
I mean, who knows how you properly say it. I think I've only heard Nioh.
Nioh. Nioh. It's fine. I'm not going to buy it day one. It feels like Dark Souls or Bloodborne with samurais. I don't know, like it's okay. It's fine. I think people are going to like it. But it's just made me want to play those other games more than I want to play this. Like, what I loved about Bloodborne so much was the world and the monsters and the stuff. And this is much more samurai, and there's less. I don't say there's less story because Bloodborne doesn't really have too much of a story. Maybe I just didn't see it because it was just the demo. But I'm just kind of like, okay, like I don't really have any care of what's going on or why there's anything happening, or because sometimes there's monsters and sometimes there's people that you're killing, and I'm just like, okay, but it just feels a little too blatantly Souls or Bloodborne when I would be like, I'd rather just play one of those games.
Gotcha.
But I think people are like it. I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's just wasn't gelling with me. Whatever.
So you don't think you'll pick up the full thing necessarily?
No, I if somewhere down the line, if it's like $20 or something, I might give it a shot. But it won't be any kind of day one pickup for me.
Gotcha. Cool. So the demo's out now. When is it supposed to actually release?
Sometime in February.
Oh, okay. Soon.
Well, the demo was just a weekend demo. Like, it was just like, oh, here's your last chance to try it before it. So, but it should be coming out in the next couple weeks, I think. I'm not sure what the date is.
Very cool. So that's a couple cool things there. That said, I don't know if there's been a week where I was more disappointed in what you've been up to. Because I really, really, really wanted to talk in depth about something that we now can't. But I've been up to a couple things, yeah.
You should have texted me and be like, hey, I saw this. You should see it before. You didn't have time.
I saw it today.
Oh.
But anyway, I've been up to a couple things. First of all, I wanted to talk about, before I forget, after we recorded last week's episode, I finally sat down and watched Whiplash.
Ooh.
I had never seen it.
Yeah?
Damien Chazelle's Whiplash. So good. Fantastic movie. Good it just, you sit there and you just watch it and you take it in and it's like, damn, that was a great story. very well told. And you can see so many flourishes of what made him so great at making La La Land. And this guy is definitely like, he is totally on the radar now. Like, I can't anything, because he also, let's not forget, a movie that we both really liked, he wrote 10 Cloverfield Lane also.
Oh, I didn't realize
that. He's done 3 things.
Wow.
Basically, he did Whiplash. He wrote and directed that. Wrote and directed La La Land, amazing, and 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was very good. Did not direct that. That was Dan Trachtenberg. Anyway, fantastic movie. The one thing that I was disappointed about, seeing it this late in the game, was I think Miles Teller was robbed of attention from that movie.
Yeah,
because he is fantastic. I mean, J.K. Simmons warranting the supporting actor win and all of that. But, like, Miles Teller there was almost no talk about him after
he's
that
great.
movie. And he's fantastic, and he has so much to do. You know, believably, I mean, I'm assuming a lot of it was really him. Some of it probably wasn't, just like how I feel in La La Land. Clearly, Gosling learned how to play the piano, and all those stories are true. Sometimes I think when they're just showing the hands, who knows? And then just the acting was phenomenal. Really, really, really good stuff there. Check out Whiplash if you can. It's available on demand on iTunes, all that stuff. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about, we finally got the Platinum in Star Wars Force Awakens. Go see that. Go play that game. But I saw today Split. The new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I do really want to see it.
I really wish you had.
I will try to see it by next week so we can talk about it.
Okay. If you haven't seen the movie, I would say it's probably worth seeing.
Okay.
It's worth seeing. James McAvoy is better than I even thought he was going to be. And this is a movie that I thought the trailer was good. It clearly looked like he was doing something interested, but I really wasn't that interested in seeing the movie.
Yeah.
Then the reviews were pretty good.
Did you see The Visit?
No,
okay.
But I know that you liked it.
Yeah.
I do want to see it, especially now, seeing that, because I was somebody who I so loved this guy in the late 90s and early 2000s. And it was kind of like, it was one of those situations where it was actually heartbreaking at first to be so let down by The Village. And then to be like, you know what, he was still awesome. Like 3 movies in a row.
It's just one.
And then Lady in the Water was like, oh my God, like almost unwatchable. And then Airbender and The Happening and After Earth in a row, like bang, bang, bang. And I was like, I'm done. It got to the point where it no longer being heartbreaking. It ended up just being like a divorce.
Well,
like, just cut it out of your
his whole
life.
thing just became a joke.
Yeah.
Like I remember kind of the big, like when Scott Pilgrim came out, like I saw that at like a
Devil.
Yeah, when the Devil like trailer and everyone was into it. And as soon as his name popped up on the screen, the entire theater would groan. So it like became like a thing.
There were viral videos of people laughing when his name came up. And he didn't even make that movie. He just produced it and I think came up with the story. But again, I loved Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and Signs is very good. I didn't love it. But specifically Unbreakable is a movie that I just love so much. And so it was the idea that he was making good movies again, I had to see for myself if I thought it was true.
Yeah.
And in many ways, yes, I do think so. I think that, you know, there's a specific stigma or cliche about Shyamalan's movies that he has these twist endings, and I wouldn't say that it is untrue with this latest movie. So definitely go into it knowing as little as you can.
Yeah, that's kind of what a couple people have told me.
Definitely. And then just like the arc of the movie, I would be very interested to have a conversation about.
Okay.
So
I'll try to see it for next week, and maybe we can do a spoiler.
Yeah, I think that it would be well worth the time doing that for sure.
Okay.
So, other than, and also beyond McAvoy, and he is great in the movie, the lead actress, who's apparently the girl from The Witch.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, she's very good. She's definitely very good, and once I was reading a bunch of things about the movie afterwards, because honestly, I left the movie and it was one of those rare times where you leave something and you just feel like you have to absorb everything that you can about it.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't get that much, but it was instantly like I had to call somebody who had seen it. I had to read multiple reviews. I listened to a podcast immediately after about it. And so in that way, it is definitely of interest and why I think it would be an interesting conversation
Okay.
to have. But so that's Split. I keep wanting to call it Splice. I keep almost calling it that Adrian Brody movie.
That was a movie.
Vincenzo Natali. But go see that movie. So pissed that you didn't. I know. I literally left work early today and was like, well, I guess I have a few hours before we record, and I just decided to go see it. So it's not like. Anyway, what were you up to this week? You can tweet at us those things. Let us know what you're doing.
Yeah, or let us know in the comments below.
As long as it's like entertainment related. If you're like, I'm touching myself, I don't need to know that.
Yeah, we don't care. If you are, you can tweet Nick pictures of those. He's on Twitter at Stonks.
Yep.
I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson. Don't tweet me those photos. Tweet them all to Nick.
Do it.
Unless you're a lady, then But no judgment. Whatever you're into.
Don't do that.
We had the discussion yesterday. You can also find the channel on Twitter at OABeer_official. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/overabeer. Of course, right here on youtube.com/overabeer. That'll wrap things up for today, though. So until next time, drink up
And butter me up.